Last week, I looked at Championship home kits, but away kits are always more intriguing because you never know what you're going to expect. Some teams do tend to stick to the same colour schemes, but you always get a bit of a random kit here and there. So let's have a look at them. If you enjoy this, please, of course, do me a favour, hit the like button on it and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Thank you. Bournemouth, a very simple but very clean design. You can't really go wrong with it. I like the red and black little stripes on the sleeves. It's nothing special, so we'll give it a 6.5, roughly just over the middle in my opinion, this one. On to Barnsley. I criticised the home kit for being a little bit too samey and boring compared to last season. The away is certainly different, a very interesting shade of green. It's inspired by their 1994-95 away shirt, and you can kind of tell when you look at it where they're coming from. I also rate the fact that the pinstripes aren't the same colours, they're red and white. Bit of a mix up there, and a different logo too. Not a bad kit. Barnsley will look good in this. 8 out of 10. On to another pinstripe kit. There's a lot of kits coming up which I rate quite highly. Birmingham City. Another kit which is inspired by the past. This time their third strip from 2011 when they were in the Europa League for that one and only season. Funny that they were playing in the Europa League while in the Championship. You go from Blackpool away to Inter Milan at home. It's a bit of a difference. They didn't actually do that, but you get the point. I'm mainly focusing on the shirts, but I think it's worth pointing out blue shorts, white socks. I think that's a really interesting colour combination. It's more imaginative than past Birmingham yellow kits, so I'll give this an 8.5. A very good shirt here. Blackburn Rovers, they did not have their home kit out last week, so I'm going to look at that as well as their away here. The home kit for me isn't quite as good as last season. I like the fact that last season the sleeves also were half and half. There was a lot more red on it as well. This year it's a lot more basic. It's a slightly different shade of blue as well. I love the Lancaster rose at the bottom though. Really nice touch, and that continues onto the away shirt. Again, another half and half kit. Again, just like last season, a red away kit as well, this time with black instead of blue. A solid shirt from Blackburn. I'll give this one an 8.5. Blackpool, they don't have an away kit out, so pretty difficult to grade it, not gonna lie. Bristol City, again following the trend of having the logo in the middle. I'm not a big fan of that, as I said in the last video. They've had black before, like in 2019-20, but with this one they've certainly gone a bit different because that pattern at the bottom, there's plenty going on there. The turquoise trim is certainly different. It's a very unique looking kit. It's much better than that purple, green and white kit that they've had many times in the past. I'll give it a 7 out of 10. Cardiff City. Three. Coventry City, they do not have an away kit out either, so yeah. Why don't they just all release the kits at the same time? It'd be a lot easier, wouldn't it? Derby County, they do have their away kit out. It's in better nick than their squad's currently looking. We'll give it a 6. Yeah, I don't really care, to be honest. Fulham. This is even worse. They don't even have a home kit out yet. No, not even a home kit. Get your act together, lads. Come on. I will point out, though, this is not official, but I've seen this leaked on the internet. Believe it or not, on the internet. This pinstripe design. Only Fulham have not announced it anywhere, from what I can tell. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but I can't see anything official. Huddersfield Town, they have absolutely smashed it for kits this season. Like, fair play to Huddersfield. It's just a shame that there's a good chance they'll be in a relegation scrap this season, but at least they'll look good doing it, I suppose, if that is a bonus. That stripe is just amazing. I love looking at that. I don't even know where to begin. There's loads of different patterns and shades of blue and white. It's just all over the place. It's just wacky and cool. I don't really think any kit here is quite a 10 out of 10, but I'm going to give that a 9. I think it's very highly rated in my opinion. Hull City. I need glasses, I can't even see it. Oh yeah, there it is. It's just black and more black. It's a bit like Germany's kit at the Euros really, apart from the German flags on the sleeves. It's just a completely black kit. Sometimes this looks very good. I don't think it looks as good, but I'm going to give it an 8. Luton Town. You still haven't released a kit. I can't be bothered anymore. Middlesbrough. I have not seen a kit like this really many times before. Green and gold. Strangely, another kit that's been inspired by a kit from this year, 1994-1995. Middlesbrough's away kit, apparently they've got inspiration from that in this year's one. It is a smart kit, but it's nothing hugely special or memorable in my opinion, so I'll give it a 7.5. On to Millwall. It's a bit like Bournemouth in my opinion, you know, very, very simple white design. Apart from the old pattern here and there, it's nothing special, but again, like their home kit with Millwall, it does the job. We'll give it an 8. On to Forest. This is not my favourite Forest kit of all time, I just say that. It's certainly one that you either love or hate. I think the Forest logo personally should be in white, a little bit like our kit from last season with with orange on it. That should have been the Forest logo only in white, just to stand out, because that's what the kit's all about, that logo. It's a nice shade of blue, I can't lie about that. The pink, yeah, we do need to address that, don't we? Maybe if it was a different shade, a different colour even, it would look better. I'm not going to go too extreme, I'm going to give it a 7.5. On to Peterborough, another team that have yet to release an away kit. There's about 5 or 6 teams that haven't got away kits out yet, so Peterborough did wear their away kit from last season in a friendly the other week against Chelsea, so I'm not entirely sure if they're going to be sticking with that this season or not. Preston. This is up there with Cardiff. Not quite as bad as Cardiff, because you can't really get much worse than that. But Preston, I'll give it a 4.5. That might be a bit polite. Green and yellow, for me personally, doesn't really work at all. And let's face it, they're trying to be Norwich 2.0. Like, you have to get promoted yourself in order to reach the Premier League. You can't just impersonate a team, alright lads? From one of the worst to one of the best, QPR, this is absolutely top tier. A blackout kit, again, not quite as bad, this time with gold trim to outline things. Gold and black, that is a really, really cool combination. Forest had a kit just like that several years ago, and I love that shirt, so keep up that kind of design really. I rate it a bit higher than Huddersfield, 9.5. Reading, another team with no away kit. On to Sheffield United, another team that I rate incredibly highly. Another black kit. It seems to be the thing this year, doesn't it? Another black kit. Not quite as good as QPR. We'll give it just a standard 9. Still fantastic though. I think QPR, Sheffield and Huddersfield for me have got the best kits this season when you compare, both of them together. It's not quite as good as the others though, like I said. On to Stoke. Yeah, that kind of sums it up really, doesn't it? Strange shade of green. The pinstripes kind of save it from being horrendous to a level where I don't even want to talk about it. I'll give it a 5. That might be a bit harsh. I apologise to any Stoke fans watching, but for me, I'm not feeling that kit. Swansea, another kit that's black. Again, it seems to be the done thing at the moment. I mean, is it just this season or not? I don't know, but still, this time, I don't rate it quite as highly as I did the other ones. The snazzy little pattern all over it is interesting. It was also because I don't really rate their badge nowhere near as highly as the old one, but then again, that's not the kit's fault. Swansea are fast becoming a mess off the pitch, and I know full well, given the fact that I know a Swansea fan, he might even be watching this video. I'm not entirely sure you're going to look that great doing your mess. that was terrible. Point is, not the best kit in my opinion, but we'll give it, still not bad, 6.5. The final kit onto West Brom. Basically Croatia's World Cup and Euro kit combined, really, isn't it? Again, another dark kit. I've just noticed another dark kit. Red, light, kind of grey and black. It's literally Croatia, isn't it? And I love those Croatia kits, particularly the World Cup one, even though it gives me nightmares whenever I think about it. I don't like this as much, in my opinion, but we'll give it a 6.5. That might be a bit harsh, but it's my channel, so I decide. Alright, so if you have enjoyed this video, please make sure you hit a like button on it, subscribe to the channel if you're new. There's plenty of content coming your way very soon. I apologise for the long gaps in between videos at the moment. I mean, last week and particularly this week, it's been a bit too long, but that's going to stop very soon because I've got lots of different things coming. So if you're excited for that, like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you very soon.